Professors were robbed at gunpoint yesterday. An employee of the school was assaulted by the robber, while the member of the public was struck by a stray bullet as suspects allegedly fired shots randomly when they fled the scene. Let's get more on the story now. Our reporter Patricia Visagie is in Mamelodi where the incident happened. Patricia, thank you very much indeed for your time. What have you learnt?
Well, good afternoon, or rather good morning, Blaine. We are certainly in the heart of Mamelodi at the Viva Foundation school where that incident took place. And you can understand that personnel, the children here at the particular school and the community in the surrounding area have been left very much traumatized. That particular incident, with the principal even saying that she thinks that the learners here will have to undergo, counseling after that incident. That, a lot of them, of course, still very much scared for their lives, saying that it's the first time such an incident happens. And how they were ambushed by that group of five robbers. So the police are being hands-on on this particular situation. Right now, I'm joined by the Gauteng Police Commissioner, and that is Lieutenant General Elias Mawela. Thank you so much, Lieutenant General. If you can maybe just update us in terms of what the police are doing on the ground to deal with the situation.
Thank you very much. Firstly, as police service, we condemn the incident with all the strongest terms we can, and we are concerned because it is our country. It is not good for our country, especially with international visitors in our country. Not saying that we as South African we accept as if it is normal to us. We don't accept it. But the latest development, after I was informed about this incident, we have put together a team of very experienced detectives, by experts, supported by the crime intelligence. They've been working around the clock. What I can report to the nation is that a few minutes ago, the Kumbi which was used, so the forensic experts, they are on it to can leave the DNA in that Kumbi, and believe that very soon we'll arrest these suspects. And we are also happy in the manner in which the people of Mamelodi, they've responded to us. They don't like what had happened, and the majority of them, they are calling us to say that no, they'll put their ears on the ground to ensure that they share information. So I have no doubt in my mind that very soon we'll round out these people, and that is the strong message we are going to send to the criminals to say that they can run, but they cannot hide.
General, the possibility of a third, an insider that assisted the robbers to successfully put this particular robbery. I know I'm perhaps here, but is there perhaps an indication that there could have been somebody that might have helped them here?
Yeah, it will form investigation. For now, we don't want to jump any gun, but we will pursue each and every avenue. For the robbers who can come and wait here and wait for those people to come, it clearly tells us one thing and one thing only, to say that they knew that there is people who are coming here. So the question is, who told them? Pursue that angle and investigate who is colluding with these criminals. We are also sending a very strong message to them to say the net will close on them. They will rather come forward as soon as possible and inform us who are these people, and also that these people can be arrested. And even those people, they are monitoring the media space. It is simple to enter yourself in. Failure thereof will come and fetch you.
In particular, to a school where there are such young children here. We're talking about of 6 that are at the school, and yet they saw it fit to fire and even injure community members who were trying to obviously help. That is even more shocking and more concerning.
Yes, because they've seen that the community didn't like what they are doing, and the community was coming to assist. So they were panicking. That is why they shot. But this incident whereby they target the preschool is not the first time in Mamelodi. Around the 90s, we had similar incident next to Maseko, whereby international tourists were targeted. They came with the bus, they were targeted. And we have worked around the clock with the assistance of the community of Mamelodi. We have arrested those people within 24 hours. Then, I was working here in Mamelodi during that time. So, this tendency of targeting the vulnerable by criminals is something which us and the community, we need to work together and ensure that we close that. To a founder of this place to say that we need to improve the police station, ensure that we communicate about the visitors here, how do we activate each other in case of emergency and so forth. So we have agreed some of the measures we're going to put in place to ensure that in future, when these things happen, we also improve response time. But over and above that, we have currently one SABC mobile unit which will deploy in this area, because you can see Mamelodi is growing. It is a long distance for these people to can go to that east. So we'll be deploying the mobile CSC around this area together with which will support that mobile center.
And I think it's important to because it's about the country's reputation. Yeah. These are tourists, and as we spoke earlier, this has made headlines internationally. So, and it does send out the wrong message about the state of crime in the country and, policing in South Africa in general.
Yeah. No, it's true, but we are going to redeem ourselves. We are going to prove to the nation, we will prove to the international world to say that there's no way that we as law enforcement agencies, we allow criminals to work in this country. We are going to round them up. We are going to arrest them. And it's not a warning to them, it's a promise I'm giving to these criminals to say that run, cannot hide. We are going to catch you.
Just lastly, the area, is it a crime hotspot?
Actually, I think here, the problem which we are having in this area is that they are far from the police station. And if police station, you may also have some other people who are not reporting crime because of they look at the distance. You may also find some of the vulnerable ones who are helpless and then don't know what to do. And as the police, we may not know whether there is a lot of crime which is happening because of non-reporting. So with the deployment of that mobile community service center, it will give to say that, there's a lot of activities which are happening there, and also give the community an opportunity to can report crime. And then also give the police an opportunity to can respond to whatever police concerns they are having.
All right, thank you so much there, Gauteng Police Commissioner in general, Mawela. So let's speak to the school principal. Khumalo, you told us earlier about how chaotic the situation was yesterday, and how you also you were all just left in a spin, and you had to help the injured community member. Just take us through that in short, and really emotional at this stage.
Really, it's so paining to realize that our children are not safe at a school where they are supposed to be. This is supposed to be a place of safety, and to have them involved in such heartening, because not only have they traumatized our children and the staff, these students, American students coming in the school, this is also part of the school on the way we finance our school, because we solely rely on such visitors that come from America, from Germany, that come and because we are not subsidized by the government. Everything that we do, we have to look for funders. So what they have done, they have taken bread from us, and really it's heartening because our children are traumatized, the teachers are traumatized, and definitely they will definitely need counseling. Because some of the learners are still crying in the classes because we don't know how to handle such a situation, because it's our first time that we are faced with such. So this really has affected our school so much.
Who are watching now, bring them into the picture what the state of chaos and panic was yesterday.
Yes, when one of our staff members opened the gate, apparently she thought it was only the American students that were coming in, not realizing that there were also armed men among them. When they walked, they went in the school, and they went right up to the back of the school. They asked the Americans to lie low, and also the learners. Apparently, there were also some that were monitoring the premises so that no one will alert the community and so forth. So they took their bags from them, they took their belongings. I'm hearing also they had also their passports there. Also, what we do here, we feed also for the meals that to pay, so as a way of donating. So even all American dollars were supposed also school. They couldn't even pay for any meals. So they went around with their guns, making people who were threatened to be told not to come out for all the students. The community members, they had also noticed that. So when we that so screaming for help. So while they saw that the community was gaining, started opening fire. When was she even on the arms? She was shouting at me to say, "I've been shot." So when I realized she was shot, we ran in. That's when we ran in, then waiting for the police and the ambulance to come.
After this incident?
Definitely, we surely need that, because with the school we cannot do it on our own. Hands will be so stretched because we have to feed our learners. We give them breakfast, and for us also to have security that will be able to handle such a situation.
How is police visibility in the area?
It's not really. It's because if we had called them, they would the school would come, but then it took a bit longer for them to reach for the ambulance. And I would like to thank them to injured that they were doing the first aid and so forth, that were trained patients.
All right, thank you so much. And the children can get the necessary help they need, and you can get the support from in the community. At, of course, the principal here at the Aviva school. It is here in the heart of Mamelodi, a school after that robbery incident that took place yesterday, where a community member was also shot. Right in the children, they were also kept held hostage with the teachers and those 19 from America and the two professors. Really, can see that even fraternities, of course, come and show solidarity and see how here at the school here as well. So it seems like they are hit by this unfortunate situation. Business usual, a lot of parents that they're happiness and calling for extra security and act decisively. So I think.
Patricia, thank you very much indeed for your reporting. Come back to us with the latest with regards to this manhunt there. Patricia Visagie, live for us in Mamelodi. Appreciate your reporting.